Hey, this is Dan Jeannotte from Star Trek Strange New Worlds. You're listening to the SyFy Sistas podcast.
Hey, everybody. This is Yvette Blackman-Tom from the SyFy Sistas, and this is the SyFy Sistas podcast. I know you're like, what in the world? That is not the voice I'm used to. But so to me, I was going to say Sabrina. Tamia isn't feeling well, so I have host duties, and I'm here with Franny T. What's up, Franny T?
Greetings and salutations, everyone. You tell me.
Doing everything crazy today.
That's right. You tell me, Yvette, what's happening?
Well, what's happening is we have a great guest. He is so great. Wait till you hear the list of things I have to say. So you know him as the wonderful Sam Kirk on Strange New Worlds, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, but we know him as Dan Jeannotte. And I hope I said that right because I should know how to speak French with my name, right? So I want to give you a list of the stuff this guy has done. We're going to start. It might take up the whole hour, but here we go. Death Race, Second Chances, The Cutting Edge Fire and Ice, Washed in Blue, Red 2, Christmas in the Highlands, Paris, Wine and Romance, Ghosts of Christmas Past, Home of Royal Heart, The Royal Nanny, Sweeter Than Chocolate, Falling in Love in Niagara, All I Need for Christmas, Love on the Danube, a Change of Heart. Okay, that's all his films. Now let's go to television. Being Human, Deadly Hope, Beauty and the Beast, Dark Matter, Fargo, the TV series, Good Witch, Rain, Designated Survivor, The Bold Type, Lease on Love, North of North, Our Christmas Mural, or Sweeter Than Chocolate, Falling in these are all Hallmark movies. Of course they are. Sense and Sensibility, Change in Heart, and of course, Star Trek. I was going to say The Next Generation. Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Oh, and don't let me forget, my man has also been, weren't you for Assassin's Creed, right? Weren't you in Assassin's Creed, the video game?
Mm-hmm.
You were Arno Dorian? Oh my God. He actually won an award for that one. So, man, what? What are we showing me? Do you have
Arno
a Funko?
Dorian Funko Pop.
Oh, he's got a Dorian. Oh, I gotta
sign it for somebody.
Oh, I love that. I love that. You have your own little Funko Pop. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hello, Dan. How are you?
Hi, Yvette. You said my name perfectly. Dan Jeannotte. You nailed it.
Yes.
And then you just rattled off my entire career right there. That's like, I feel like I've died or something, and there's some people are wrapping up my whole life now. You know?
But that's what you want. You don't want people to say that when you're dead. You want them to say it when you're alive.
Yes, why you're here to enjoy them.
Yes, exactly. And we're so happy you're here so we can enjoy you. We had so much fun with you at Trek Long Island. Oh my goodness, what a night that was.
That was crazy.
I really bought into it. I loved it.
Yes, I was already part of the Star Trek family, and then I got brought into the Knicks fandom. Greatest night of my life ever since I became a Knicks fan that night.
It was so good. I was bawling, crying. It's been years. I mean, the suffering, you have no idea for Knicks fans. The suffering has been,
it's been 53
because they've been here before and they just let us down so terribly. But
no, it was an incredible thing to be part of that emotion, that group emotion, you know? Mm-hmm. And I just love that everybody was walking around doing the live long and prosper Vulcan salute and saying Nixon 5, holding up their 5 fingers. Yes. That was so good.
It was so good. It was just so good. I think people were like, wait a minute, that was a Trek convention? What the hell? People don't get it. Trekkies are very diverse in all kinds of things, So
Exactly.
we are not what we used to think of as geeks in somebody in your grandma's basement or something,
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
out
that
here
was
living life.
exactly. That was actually just like such a beautiful example of that, of the fact, I mean,
Hmm.
we know it, like we know it from being at conventions, from being
Hmm.
among fans. There's so many different kinds of people. It's not just like one kind of nerd. It's a beautiful rainbow of
Right.
nerds.
Oh, nerd.
And
Exactly. Yeah.
to see everybody also get on board with something that seems so different in a way,
Uh-huh.
like
Mhm.
Yeah.
basketball and Star Trek don't really overlap, you wouldn't think, and
You
yet
wouldn't think.
here's
They
so many
do.
people who are so invested in
Yeah.
both those worlds. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good. It made me feel really good that everybody and I guess before the convention, we've been living this Nick dream, for weeks before, and I know me and my daughter were like, we thought they were going to win in four, of course, and then the parade would have been Friday, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad they didn't win because we wouldn't have made the parade." I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we would have. We would have made that parade.
They had to
Damn,
go in and
damn Star Trek.
they had to go in and sage it
Yeah,
out, and then they
yeah,
won
yeah,
the.
yeah.
Then
The
they won.
Star Trek gods were listening, so it was
That's
good.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
let me ask you about your Trek journey.
Hmm.
Did you watch? I mean, we have to get this out of the way.
Yeah, we do.
Did you watch Trek as a kid? And
Yeah.
if not, it was this. How did the process go when you got that position or
Right. Yeah.
that character, famous
Sure. Yeah.
character?
I definitely watched Trek growing up.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of myself as like a Trekkie because I didn't know all the lore. I didn't follow
Sure.
every show from start to finish, but I watched a ton of Next Generation. That was my jam when I was growing up. Next Generation was my show. I remember it was just on all the time back then, it felt like.
Yeah.
And it was one of those shows that I remember feeling like I was a kid and was watching it with my parents sometimes without them. But it sort of felt like, oh, this isn't a kid's show. This is an adult show, but I'm
Hmm.
being led into that world. My
Yeah.
parents are like, they were kind of careful about what we watched, kind of. And that was one show that they gave it the thumbs up. They're like, yeah, you
Hmm.
can watch this. And it felt, exciting to be a part of that, to get to be in that world, and then watched more as I got older, like Deep Space Nine and Voyager,
Hmm.
and I loved them all. Again, I didn't. I'm no completist. I haven't seen every
Sure.
episode of anything, but I loved it, and I remember playing Star Trek with my friends, like in our backyard. Um,
Oh my goodness,
and we'd like argue over who got to play Geordie LaForge and who got to play Data, because those were
Uh-huh.
like the two coolest parts, I
Sure.
guess we thought.
Yeah. Sure.
And yeah, so, I grew up very well aware of how rich the world was of Star Trek, really appreciating it. Watched a lot of the movies, but I guess I probably haven't seen them all. Maybe I've seen them
Okay.
all. I don't know.
Hmm.
And it's just been a part of, obviously pop culture for so long, and it's been a part of my life since I was a kid. And I'm from Montreal and was living in Toronto for a long time. And Toronto is where they started filming Discovery,
Mhm.
and then they started filming Strange New Worlds. I think I had auditioned for Discovery, but then when this new show came along, I remember asking my manager, like, "Oh man, if we could get me an audition for this, I would be so happy. Like that would be
Oh,
such a cool thing to be a part of." And just it felt like a pipe dream. It felt like a total pipe dream. The only thing that made
Yeah.
it feel not entirely impossible was that it was shooting in the city I lived in,
Right.
and that made
Right.
it a little bit more possible. But I
Hmm.
never thought I would have like a recurring role like that. I thought I would be like, at best, I'd be like an alien one episode, and then I'd be dead or something.
then I
But
be
I got so I got an audition for a character named Tom, because this is the thing, is that they make them all code named, so
Yeah.
in case anything gets leaked, people
Uh-huh.
won't really know what's going on. So, and I remember the only thing the character description said was Tom has a mustache and doesn't take himself too seriously.
Had
And
to
I thought,
put that mustache in there, right?
yeah, yeah,
TOS. Have you seen that episode?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen it now.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
I don't know if I'd ever seen it before I did the audition, or rather
Okay.
before I found out who I was playing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But it just said mustache and doesn't take himself seriously, and I thought, well, I could do that.
I mean, that was his character before you. He was, with a mustache and dead.
Yeah, he took himself so not seriously that he was dead.
That's right.
How could he take himself seriously with the dead mustache?
Right.
That
was awesome.
Yeah, I filmed an audition for it, and then I don't know when it was, a few weeks or month later, got a call from my manager, and he kind of faked me out by talking about another project we'd been discussing that I wasn't sure if I should do or not. And he was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. You're not doing that one because you got Strange New Worlds.
Wow.
I was like, are you kidding me? And then he said, and the character's name is not Tom, it's Sam Kirk.
Wow.
I slammed my hands down on the kitchen counter. I was like, what? I had no idea.
So
I had no idea.
cool. That's so cool
I
because
still get goosebumps thinking about
because
it.
everybody else that's new, that's from the original series, has somebody that they're playing. But you don't, you get to make, you are Sam Kirk. Like nobody else, nobody else has played Sam Kirk but you.
I know.
So it's so cool. Go ahead.
It's such a gift.
No, I wasn't going to say anything when you said, from the TOS. I remember that scene. I'm like, damn, his brother dead. He got a mustache. It's Shatner dead and a mustache rolled over.
That's it.
It's not. They don't give it very much attention,
Not at all. Not at all. I thought it was hilarious when they mentioned. I was like, wait, Sam Kirk? Really? I was like, okay.
This must be before he died, right?
Yeah, right.
I know. That was my brain. That was my brain kind of like going off a little bit there. But I'm like, oh, okay, Sam Kirk. Okay.
We just we have screeners. This episode will come out after the Friday after this episode 2. So we are so happy. We're not going to ask you about too much. We don't like to do spoilers.
No.
Because we like people to just listen. But it is, one spoiler we have is that we're so glad that you are in season 4.
Thanks. Me too.
You're there.
That's right. Yep. That's right. And they're the first 2 episodes. I think episode 2, people are going to love it. I love it. I love the interaction between you and your brother in that one. So it's really good. So I that is a little spoiler, but I did want to make sure that we told you how happy we were to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I've only watched the first 3, so
me too.
Hopefully.
I have to. It's like we shot the 4th season and the 5th season kind of close together. Okay. And so I have to go back now through my scripts and remind myself of what happened in season 4.
That's right.
But the things that I remember are, I get throughout the season, get a few nice scenes and storylines with little Jimmy Kirk. And and it's nice, I think that obviously the fans have really responded to that, because it's really cool to see the iconic character of Jim Kirk in a different kind of relationship that we've seen him in ever before. This familial thing, this brotherly thing, and I hope that people are also responding to Paul and our rapport, because I think we have a nice kind of. Somehow we have a bit of a nice brotherly thing ourselves, even though
I
Not
love
funny.
him. I love Paul Kirk. I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
think it's fantastic. You know, you all have the chemistry and you play off each other and everything. I'm like, okay, I like this. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yes. As
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone with
Yeah.
brothers, I see it.
Yeah.
See that dynamic right there, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Woof.
special, unique
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, it's yeah. If you weren't grown people in Starfleet, I know both be fighting somewhere,
Yeah.
The two of
rolling on
y'all.
the floor somewhere. I could just see it. I was like, oh man, they were a horrible bunch of kids when they were growing
Mom,
up.
he's looking at me.
Right, I could hear it. I could hear it. But yeah, it is really good to see that dynamic because Kirk is such an iconic character in our fandom. So, excuse me.
Hmm.
So, like I said, this episode 2, you get to see a really deep uh, stuff that we know, but it's deep. It's really deep. I really enjoyed that second episode, and you did a wonderful job. So, yeah, kudos.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah. I'm very grateful that I got the chance to do some kind of, yeah, deeper stuff as we went on, stuff where we touched on the rest, like on our father, our relationship with
Yeah,
him, and stuff
mhm,
like that, and
yeah,
putting it into context to kind of understand how these two brothers ended up very similar in some ways and very different in some
hmm
ways.
hmm yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great story. It's a really good story. Star Trek loves dead parents and sibling rivalries.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a dead parent, at least
Oh my
one.
gosh.
At least one.
At least one. Fran, you want to talk about the give him his princely title?
You know, you've appeared in so many of those Hallmark movies. I just want to ask you because sometimes, as you know, because you do this job, sometimes people have to audition, have to do a hard audition, and then sometimes people have fit the mold. I
Yeah.
guess I would say that they'll call up your manager and say, you know, we got this movie called Once More for Christmas, and Dan would be great in it. Why don't you ask him if he's interested? Do you still have to do the auditions for those, or are you kind of like fitting the mold because you have the you have the princely, the handsome, charming, princely look.
The
Go
Prince Charming
on.
look.
Oh, go
You
on.
do. You do, and then your personality. Look at you. You know, you're smiling and you look just fan. I mean, okay, you can answer the question.
Thank you. And it's a good question. And you're right. You're right that sometimes some roles require a long audition process, and other times that's not how it works. People are offered stuff. The Hallmark movies, for the most part, not just for me, but for other people, for other leads of those movies as well, they kind of operate on the offer basis. Like you kind of some people will audition for it, but once you're sort of in the world of Hallmark, they
Mhm.
know they like working with you. Then, yeah, then it'll happen sometimes that you'll get that I get offered roles, and that's
Oh,
really like what a gift! It's incredible. As a working actor, as someone who spent the last 15 years auditioning and not making money for long stretches of time and auditioning for so many things and never hearing back, the idea that I could just be given a role without even trying out for it is like, it feels like a miracle, and it happens. So
oh,
yeah, I've done, I don't know, with Hallmark now I've maybe done 8 movies with them, and then I've done another 8 or so that are kind of Hallmark adjacent, that are like
Okay.
Hallmark movies but aren't made
Mhm.
by Hallmark.
mm-hmm.
Um, and it's, yeah, they're wonderful. They're great. Like they shoot really quickly, and
Ah.
that's fun. It's a fun, fast pace, which is different than being on a show like, let's say, Star Trek, which
Mhm.
there's so many aspects, production aspects of it that can take a really long time to get set just right. That it could be kind of a lot more waiting around on set. On
Mhm.
these Hallmark movies, you're shooting a whole movie in 13 days of filming,
Oh my goodness.
so you're moving
Wow.
pretty quickly, and I like that. And I've gotten the chance to go to some pretty amazing places with these movies. I've filmed in Europe a few times with Hallmark, and so it's like what a dream, you know.
Wow.
I don't know why. I don't really know why I get these princely roles. I think it's because I can do a British accent pretty well.
Okay.
But I don't feel very princely in real life.
You need to do some in French. I'd watch that.
I did one where I played a Parisian guy speaking English with a French accent.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
That was actually my first Hallmark movie. It was called Paris, Wine, and Romance, and it was.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. Paris is calling.
Yeah, no, I feel very lucky that I get to do those. I've had the chance to do those jobs. I haven't done one in a while. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old now. I don't know.
Oh no. You can play the uncle.
Yeah, great.
Play the uncle. Yeah, the fun uncle. Yeah, you can play that guy. That's for sure. Yep. They like zaddies now, right? Is that the term? Zaddies? Zad. You got the little going.
Great. Got my grays.
Yeah. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I love that. Sabrina, our co-host that has passed away. She was a huge Hallmark fan. She loved those movies. And we have a huge crossover in our the people who listen to our we don't have a fandom. People in our supporters, they are huge Hallmark or British mysteries. There's this crossover that it's really insane. I'm like, well, how does that happen? But yeah, they love that. So we definitely had to mention that for them because they definitely know you from those movies. So we would have been remiss if we did not say anything.
I found actually at conventions that there was a surprising number of people that I'd see at Star Trek conventions that would tell me that they are also Hallmark fans.
Yep.
I guess I a bit like basketball and Star Trek. Maybe I thought of them as more separate, but no, there's a lot of overlap.
It's the storytelling. Yeah.
And there's something about both the kinds of cozy romantic comedies that Hallmark does and the kind of intelligent, optimistic sci-fi that Star Trek does. This thing they have in common is hope, I think. It's coming at it in different ways, but with the rom-coms, it's the hope that your story could be have a happy ending.
Yeah.
And then with Star Trek, it's the hope that, our story as humanity could have a happy ending.
Right? Exactly. So, and the way it's told, I mean, you get to know the people. You're rooting for the good guy, so yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it also. Fran, do you have something you want to talk to Dan about?
Oh, well, no, I saw. Did you actually meet your wife in a Shakespearean play?
Yeah. Yep.
Really? Which one?
Yeah. As You Like It?
Yeah, we were both playing in As You Like It. Production in Montreal, 20 years ago or something.
Did you play? Did you play Oliver?
Oliver. That's the brother, right? Yes, I played Oliver. She played Celia. Oh, or I'm saying it like Celia, like my castmate. Maybe it's Celia.
It's Celia.
Yeah,
Celia. I was like, Celia? Really? I didn't know that was in there.
Did you? What's your take on Shakespeare? Do you itch to be in it all the time, or it's okay, or?
Well, so that was actually the only Shakespeare play I've ever done. I've done some, monologues here and there. I've seen some Shakespeare that that I think has been incredible, and then I've seen some Shakespeare that's just been mediocre. I didn't come up I came up doing theater, but not specifically those kinds of classics from back then. I think there's beautiful poetry and really incredible insight into human nature in Shakespeare's plays, but it's not something that just anybody can do. I don't mean to say that I can do it. What I mean to say is that a production of it has to be carefully done by people who really understand the language. Just the other night I was at this kind of variety show, talk show, comedy show with my my son, and one of the acts that came up was unexpectedly a guy doing like the Hamlet to be or not to be soliloquy, and he did it incredibly well. And my son, he's 10, almost 11, he was really like, this guy is great, you know. He was really taken by the I mean, he's
the words,
he's
right?
read a little bit before, but that might have been the first time in a while that he's seen some on stage, and he was really taken by it. So I thought, well, there you go. Clearly the Shakespeare guy has something going for him if like an 11-year-old can get into it.
I think the reason we ask about Shakespeare is because Shakespeare is huge in Star Trek. The themes, the titles, and the people. A lot of the actors are big Shakespeare actors. So
yeah,
you know, anytime we see Shakespeare, we're like, oh, what's your take on it? You know, Fran and I are huge Shakespeare fans also. So, but it was good. When she said that, I was like, oh, another one. We always say it always comes back to Star Trek. But then I'll always say it always comes back to Shakespeare in Star Trek.
It's funny. Go ahead.
I love Shakespeare. I don't like when they do the play as a movie and it's like modern and all. I don't like that take on it. Sure. I love the Shakespeare's, like, even though I like the one that Leo and Homegirl was in, because they use actual, and then, you know, you see the stuff going on and everything and you understand it more, and it's still poetry. And these people are speaking in these pose and soliloquies and everything, but you actually know what's going on and you can understand it. But I like the original Shakespeare.
Yeah. Same.
Somebody's take on it. Yeah.
And it's really and it's a real gift to be able to deliver that dialogue in a way that makes it clear what's happening.
Yes.
Because you could read it and read the words, but it wouldn't make any sense if you're not kind of putting the emphasis where it ought to be and drawing out those images in the way you're delivering it, you know?
Yep.
I was going to say, it's funny because just yesterday or the day before, okay, this is a bit cryptic, but I can't give any spoilers. I was texting with one of my castmates from Strange New Worlds, and they were talking about the possibility of them doing a Shakespeare show on stage.
Nice.
They weren't sure if they could do it with the time commitment and everything, but, that's another connection of Star Trek and Shakespeare.
That's that human that Shakespeare knows how to write a human, that's for sure. And and that's what Star Trek is all about, humans. So I love the connection, and I love when somebody has that connection. And I mean, you met your wife doing As You Like It, you said, right?
And which is one of those romantic comedies where people just see each other once and fall in love right away.
A lot of words in that one too. Oh my God. Now, you said that was the only Shakespeare play you did, but you're from the theater though, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how I got my start, was doing theater and improv. I started doing those things around the same time, improv comedy and straight theater, when I was about 19, and they were just it's electrifying to do live performance. It's really unbeatable. It's so incredible, and also the collaboration that you go through as you rehearse and create a play is I love it. I miss it. I haven't really done theater very much in a long time since I started getting busy with TV. But that's how I started. For many years I was just a kind of broke actor doing theater, independent theater that didn't pay much, and doing improv comedy with my friends, and holding down a Joe job just to kind of keep myself going. But I still go see a lot of theater, and lately I'm back in Montreal now, and I have been starting to work a little bit more in short plays. I've written some short plays and have acted in some, and so it's been nice to get back on stage.
Well, let's Go ahead, Fran. But I want to rewind back to improv
Yeah,
because
that's what I was
you glossed over that one.
doing.
Improv is big.
Yeah.
You glossed over that one. Go ahead, Fran.
I was improv. I am so respectful of people who can
Yeah.
do that and who can do it well. I mean, somebody just. I mean, it's just because sometimes I look at that. Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just it's hilarious. I sit there and look at it for hours because it's just hilarious the way they do things. And they can you get caught up and you say, okay, now how you gonna get this one? And they do it. They hit it.
Mhm.
For the most 95% of the time they hit
Those
it.
guys are geniuses.
I know.
That's how I think of people who do improv. I think of them as comic geniuses because, like she said, I mean, you have to have a quick wit,
Yes.
especially to be successful in that. And I'm just reading as we're talking that you started your own improv troupe also, right? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, please tell us more about this improv because that is not just a gloss over thing. I mean, most people
Not at all.
cannot do comedy, first of all. Comedy is just a special skill. But to do improv, uh, that's next level.
Yeah, it's definitely something that a lot of people feel is really hard, or like that they would never want to do or could do. But I guess I just started doing it before I knew any better. I was young. I was 18 or so, and I became friends with a guy in college who told me that he was going to start an improv troupe at our college and that I should try out for it. And I'd never done any of that before. The first time I ever did it was in Matt Goldberg's parents' basement, and
I love it.
I just I could tell that it was something that I was really going to enjoy doing even before I got on stage. Just being with these folks that I didn't even really know, but we are sharing and creating and riffing. It was a kind of creation that felt very right, but also that I had never quite touched before, Like I've always been interested in storytelling. I thought when I was younger that I wanted to be a writer. That was kind of my first idea of what I might want to do. I've always loved words and then fell in love with film as well, but it kind of all came together with improv and theater, which I started both around the same time, and both thanks to my boy Matt, who is still one of my dearest friends. But
Shout out to Matt.
Matt Goldberg, I love you, man. He got me to try out for his improv troupe, and then he got me to come and see him play in the show at the theater department at our school. And I was like, "There's a theater department at this school? I had no idea." But so he got me on these two parallel tracks. But yeah, improv is very it's its own thing. I mean, it's really just kind of unfiltered creation. It's like it's like writing, but without any of the editing and without any of the second guessing. You just have to be in the moment and trust yourself, trust your scene mates. And also, there's a beautiful thing that happens with improv that doesn't happen with many other kinds of live performance, where the audience is really on your side when you're doing improv. If you go to see theater, there's a bit of like, we expect that you've put together a proper show, that you've rehearsed it and that you know what you're doing. So there's a bit of criticism that way. If you go see stand up, there's a bit of a like, okay, make me laugh.
Make me laugh, yeah.
But with improv, people know, if they've seen it before, they know that it's like a high wire act. They know it's hard. They're a little bit scared it's going to go wrong. And so they really want you to succeed. And that's such a beautiful feeling in an audience where they want you to succeed, you want to succeed, and when we succeed, it's like we've all done it together.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so I've been doing improv on and off for 25 years, and
Still at it?
It's
Still at
yeah,
it?
yeah. I just did a show a couple nights ago. Yeah.
I
Oh,
love that.
okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Get those creative juices going. There's nothing like
Yeah.
it. Nothing like
No,
it.
it's really, really special, and I think it kind of keeps me, it keeps me fresh, keeps me in shape for acting that I'll do on set. Just in terms of, you got to be present, you got to listen. Even though on set most of the time I'm not being the goofball that I am on an improv set, on an improv stage. You still have to be present, be alive, not get too locked into your lines, but be able to flow, And on Strange New Worlds, there have been a couple of lines that have made it into the final product that were improvised,
What?
Look at
by
that.
me
Star
and,
Trek is
and
letting
by other people too.
Star Trek letting people improvise. That's new.
I know, right?
I mean, because we had another guest. No, I think I was on the thread, and he said that he was on he was on DS9, and he said they told him he had to say the words exactly
yeah,
as they were written.
Oh man.
Yeah, I heard that a lot back then.
It's been decades, but he said they had to be exactly as they were written. You can't add this. Don't take out a comma, a period. Just exactly the words that they were written. So that's pretty good. If you if they're letting you few little lines slip in there, they trust you. Sounds like
I think. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You have to earn the trust first. You can't walk in your first day on a set and start making stuff up. That's a bit, it's a bit disrespectful, right?
Just a bit. You were raised better than that.
Who raised you?
Yeah. No, it's never to assume that you know better than the writers, but it's just once you've developed a relationship with the writers and with the directors, then depending on the set and the director, they can be open to, if you've got an idea for what your character might say in this moment that would heighten this, this feeling, then, go for it. One of our directors, Jordan Canning, has directed some of the funniest episodes of Strange New Worlds, including I think it's Wedding Bell Blues. That's the one where Spock hallucinates or everybody hallucinates that Spock and Shatner are married.
Trelane, right?
Trelane. And so, you have Rhys Darby, who Jordan encouraged him, specifically at one point when he's talking to the crowd at the wedding. Blue. She's like, just say whatever you want. Just talk to people. And he does. He's like, I don't like you. I don't like you. You're okay.
Why would you wear that to the wedding?
Yeah, that was all just him.
What were you thinking? I was like, oh my.
Yep, that was just him ad-libbing, which was really funny.
It. Yeah, that was really good.
I think I got a line in there that I had said just in rehearsal as a joke, and then she was like, yeah, let's keep that. I was like, I didn't mean that seriously. It was when we're at some party, not party, like a dinner in Pike's quarters, like kind of a bachelor party for Spock, I guess. But then he's all serious because he knows that everyone's suffering a mass delusion. And then he leaves the party, and I say, hey, where are you going? We were going to do karaoke. That was me. That was all me.
There you go. I love it. I was aces.
I didn't even know that karaoke still existed in the future.
Who knew?
Well, now we know.
Now we know, right? Because Dan said it did. So
that's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm, Eugene Cordero and Tawny Newsome are big improv. I would love to see you guys together. You gotta once you get on the cruise.
Next February.
You're on the cruise. Oh, can't wait. We're on the cruise too.
Oh, wonderful! All right, we'll hang out.
Oh yeah, definitely. The cruise is. Oh dang! I'm sorry, Fran. Hey, listen.
Oh,
Fran.
I'm sorry, Fran. You can't make it.
No.
I'll sneak you in my luggage.
Okay.
Be careful what you ask for.
That's right. Big old me standing up there.
What is in that luggage?
Where's your luggage? Did you bring the trunk?
The trunk. Oh my gosh. No, Fran.
On the trunk.
She didn't wait long enough to find out if where we were going because I wasn't going to go this year next year either. I was going to take a break, but then I heard rumors about New Orleans, and I was like, "Oh, let me hold off for a minute and find out what's going on." So
I said, they say Fran ain't going this year. Let's leave from New Orleans.
Right. I'm so glad I waited
That's
because
not
I
fair.
was not going to go either. But yeah,
Okay, well, next 2028, Fran. That's
Well, the
when you'll
only
be.
reason I got to simulate. Yvette and
yeah,
I both got a similar. If you go on 5 cruises, on your 5th cruise, you join
join the collective,
yes, you join the
Oh, yeah.
collective.
the board collective.
Yeah. And we got
Yeah.
assimilated on this last cruise because it was my 5th one.
Mhm.
And I had a otherworld friend that talked me into going on this. I'm like, okay, I've been on 5, and so I didn't hear anything about New Orleans and something else they're doing that I didn't know about. I said, ain't this a bitch? So I'm going on a cruise, but it won't be the Star Trek cruise.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll send you pictures.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Tawny would be wonderful. I hope I get the chance to improvise with her. She's so good. I'm
man.
not that good, but
They have
great.
they have us almost peeing in our
Oh
pants.
my goodness. I mean, just the point where, you're in there going, just bloodshot eyes, no voice anymore. Just, oh my God, just hilarious. And Tawny's been a great friend of ours. And I just want to, while we're doing this, since it's going to come out, we're going to have our dinner for our Patreons on February 7th while we're in Vegas. When this podcast comes out, it will probably be I think it's the next week. So Tawny Newsome will be at our dinner. Surprise, surprise. It won't be a surprise by the time I say this, but yeah, she has a ranch that she does independent films at. And we're trying to raise money so that people can go to the ranch, creative people can go to the ranch, and that right now, from what we hear, people are not getting the jobs like they used to. There's a shortage of jobs, especially for people of color. So she's trying to start some independent stuff, and that's the way things work when the when the cogs of capitalism are not working for you, you work for yourself,
That's right. Got to
So
build your own
yeah,
machine.
that's right. That's what we did. That's why we have SyFy Sisters. People weren't listening to us and tried to tell us we don't look like Star Trek fans. We're like, okay, we'll show you. No worries.
We got something for you.
Got something for you. I got something for that ass.
It's amazing what you've built, and it's what Tawny's doing is so fantastic. She's just she's incredible. She's a powerhouse.
She really is. She really is. And she's, that kind of powerhouse that tries to take people with her. She's always looking out for the other guy, which I hope that's what we're doing also. We try to make sure that, people, this is our podcast. I mean, no one can do what we do, but there's other people out there doing other things that we want people to see, what's going on out there. So, what they say, give it forward, pay it forward.
Pay it forward.
So that's always my motto, especially when I raise, my children, always pay it forward. You lived a good life, pay it forward, so you can go to heaven. The guilt. I can put a little Catholic guilt in there.
Bit of guilt and fear. Yeah.
Yes. Every day. Every day. Before we go, I noticed also that you do. I know. Before I got two things. I want to talk about. You had a big thing where you won an award in Montreal, right, or Canada for was it voice acting? Or the maybe I got that wrong.
That
for Assassin's Creed. Yeah, talk about that.
That was a long time ago.
But I mean, it's still very popular. People love that damn video game.
Yeah, that was a very cool experience to get to do like motion capture and voice for
Oh, you did the
you
motion
know,
capture too. Wow.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't do all the crazy parkour stuff.
Oh, okay.
They get a stunt person to do that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that game has just got so much, so many cinematics, so many
Yeah.
scenes within it,
Hmm.
a really elaborate storyline, and so yeah, there's a lot to do for the actors in it, and yeah, that was like my first one of my first big gigs, and it was really fun. It's like kind of a mix of theater and TV because it's like big, broad like theater can be, but then also there's cameras everywhere, so it can capture more subtle stuff too. And I was playing a guy in like French Revolution
Yeah.
Paris, like very cool setting, a lot of craziness going on, and that's a thing that's in a different way. Video games, if they're well loved, they
Mhm.
continue on for a long time. People
Yeah.
get invested in them even 10 years later. I
It's a
still get people.
franchise. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
this game came out in maybe 2014, maybe, and
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
still
Yeah.
get people telling me that they loved it and they love that character. Um, and then I remember having a friend who was playing the game, and she was like, I can't play this game because every time I mess up and the character gets hurt, I hear you in pain. It's me going, ugh, yeah.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I mean, because it's just like Star Trek. You are that person for the rest of your life.
yeah, I guess
So
so.
yeah, I mean, like you said, 2014, and I mean, people love
Yeah,
that thing. I mean, you were just showing me a Funko Pop that you
yeah.
have from it, so
This is that someone wants me to. They sent it to me so I could sign
so
it
you
for
could sign
them.
it. That's
But
cool.
yeah, a little cool little Arno Dorian Funko
Arno
Pop.
Dorian.
Look
Yep,
at
that's really
him.
cool. That's
Yeah,
so cool.
Look
It's
at
pretty
so
him.
cool.
special.
Yep, yep.
It's like
Well,
you
go ahead, friend.
remember. I have to say this because it was really hilarious when it happened. When you were at Long Island, when you were walking across, and Yvette loud and wrong, Sam, Sam.
Loud, loud and wrong.
Loud and wrong.
I said, that's so
That
yeah.
is not his name. I was like, did I just call him Sam?
I said, yes, you did.
Oh my.
We get, as actors, we get used to this and we don't take it personally. I mean, the
Okay.
sane ones don't take it personally. You think, yeah, I am Sam. Of course I am. I
I did
respond to
it,
that.
and I did it twice because I think when we were watching the game, I didn't. So I did not even know that you were there at the while we were watching, right? So all of a sudden, all I hear is tall bitch, you tall bitch." I was like, wait, that doesn't sound like Celia. I look and I'm like, is Sam Kirk saying tall bitch? What is happening?
Sam Kirk. Sam Kirk.
I feel like you're airing my dark side here on this podcast.
We had a lot of dark sides that
I
night.
was caught up in the emotion.
We all were.
Okay.
It was Celia and Chris who were telling me I didn't know this Wemby dude until that night, and I knew he was
Oh,
the
wait, I
bad
didn't even
guy.
say his name. Everybody knows who we're talking about, though. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh man. So we're coming to the end, and we want to thank you so much for coming. This
Thank
was so
you.
much fun.
Yeah, this was
Um,
great.
yeah, so we'll see you in a few weeks. I cannot wait to see you. Please come by
Oh
the
yeah,
table. We can have maybe we can go get a drink or something. But we'll be there all week. So by the
awesome.
time you get there, we'll be probably
We'll be
done.
here. We'll be here.
Oh,
Yeah, because
you'll
we
be
have to be
tired of it
there on
all.
Tuesday.
Right.
Because there's a VIP. They open up the vendor room Tuesday night for all the VIPs so they can get
Oh,
first
okay.
look at all the so wish us
Uh-huh.
well. We hope to make a lot of money. That
Oh
is
yeah. Just
And
bring this shirt.
oh yeah.
Get a bunch of these
Oh
pissing
yeah.
bigots off since '66 shirts.
So
You're
we
gonna
got
do
tons
well.
of them. We got people
Good.
telling I will be there. I think that's gonna be gone before we finish the
real fast.
convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody said I'll be there that night to get it. So we made a lot. So
Great.
Hopefully it'll work out. So it'll work
Yeah, well,
out.
I got
Fran,
my fingers crossed for you all, but I'll see you there
you.
for sure. That's going to be so much fun.
Oh yeah,
I'll
I
be
cannot
there.
wait.
We'll be there. I'll be there.
Yes.
Good.
You'll make that one, right, Fran?
I'll make that one. I will.
All right. So thanks for listening to the SyFy Sistas podcast. During the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, we're honored to continue celebrating the franchise we love and to be named 2025 Best All-Around Star Trek Podcast by Trek Movie. Thank you. Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/SyFy Sistas and be part of the mothership. Join the conversation in the SyFy Sistas Book Club on Facebook. Watch our interviews, live shows, and our infamous Top 10 series on YouTube, SyFy Sistas Inc. The Trek Geeks Network's presenting sponsor is Fansets. Grab pins and memorabilia from your favorite franchises at fansets.com and use Trek Geeks, all caps, for 10% off. After listening to this episode, please rate us and write a review. We may just read it on an upcoming episode. And Dan, thank you again for being here. Franny T, it's good to see you. I want to thank our associate producers, Sailor Marge, Karen Dramera, and Stephanie Baker. We love you for everything you do for us. We've been keeping you busy lately, so thank you. So that's it. Peace, love, and hair grease, peoples.
Hi, everybody. Sister Tamia here with the shorty shout-outs for this month. We'd like to thank the following patrons for your support. Anna Post, Susan V. Gruner, Mohammed Noor, Sue K., Karen Dramera, David Balston, Eve England, Dave A. Gregory, L.M., Ann Bradley, Scott Jensen, Jamal Taylor, Stephanie Dole, Sailor Marge, Stephanie Baker, Kalia Zawaki, Liza Albright, Chris Hansen, Dan, Christina Leah, Fabian Brown, Kelly Laity, Heather and Greg, The Transporter Room, T. Alexander, Kim Richards, Kim McLean, Mark R.G., Kat, Anthony Aponte, Frankie Dawn Engelbert, Jay-Z, Pranakasha, J.K.H., Eric, Lamaya Lancaster, Donna S. Runyon, Allie Ashmead, B. No, Tara, Cleo Townsend, Vicki Wells, Sandra Aponte, Lenny, Oils Galore, Michael Stakem, Allison Leach Hyde, Mike and Kristen Holton, Ayana May Tom, Casey Shafsky, Brad DeMag, Mike Nauer, Cassandra Gerard, Bruce McMillan, L.J., Tara Jefferson, Chris and Berna, Rhonda G., Rita Poussant Nethersole, Bill Erickson, Zakia Graham, Linda Anderegg, Jeffrey Cochran, Old Klein, Peter Heisler, Olga Kravchuk, and T.J. Jackson Bay. Thank you all so much for all your support.